Pandora, the true mastermind of all the catastrophes of Rezero. But before we get into the video, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share at the end of the video. But please subscribe. So let's give some background of Pandora. Pandora, she is the witch of vainglory. She cannot use the authority of vainglory. We're not really sure why. It's really unknown why can't she use the power. She is associated. She's highly associated with the witch cult that has Beetlejuice / Beetlejuice, the one that was running the cult. But we're gonna get into later why this is important about the witch cult. Let's give more background here. She is the one that really wants the seal to be open. She even brought Regulus Cornelius, the authority of greed. St. Archbishop agreed with her, bring him along, just accompany with her, and they met Fortuna, Emilia's aunt, and Beetlejuice. And now remember that Pandora can manipulate time, sense, anything. She can manipulate the whole space-time continuum and sense of mind and stuff like that. She can chase history. She can time warp people everywhere she goes. She time warped St. Archbishop of Gluttony. St. Archbishop of Greed, Regulus Cornelius, and sent him and put him in the ground, then sent him back home to his 79 lives. That's unbelievable. That's time warping. Now, but she can be a mind manipulative. She can manipulate the minds, and that what happened to Beetlejuice. He got crazy, got given the authority of sloth, and went crazy, and made him kill Fortuna. That's what's sad about it. So that what happened here. So, what does this mean? Since, and also, and what's very important, Pandora can manipulate spirits and stuff. And that what happened to Emilia that brought her to the seal. Emilia had these little small spirits that was playing with her, and she manipulated those spirits and bring her to the seal. So that's really important. So, since we got the background done, what does this mean? Okay, let's start off with the witch cult. She is highly associated with the witch cult. And I think she's in charge of the witch cult, not Beetlejuice. I think she's in charge. Because everybody gives her the proper respect. Regulus Cornelius also give her the highest regard and respect. So that being said, she's been using the witch cult to do whatever she wants. Now, let's go to another thing. The authority of vainglory. I mean, she can't really use vainglory. Not really sure why. But also state, you realize that that she does not appear all the time. She appears when what's in her cards. She appears when it goes for her. Like when it's time for her to do something. She's not going to show up unless it's in her benefit. She's not going to show up. So, you got that. So, that's why it's really important. She has the authority of vainglory, but she can't use it. That's why she appears whenever it's in her benefit. When the cards are in her favor here. Another thing. It seems like she makes all the catastrophes in Rezero. I think even it might be a long shot. She might cause tragedies with Rim in a coma, or anything that happens in Rezero. It seems like it points to Pandora. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating right here, but it just seems like she's causing so many catastrophes. It's unreal. So, in my opinion, I think she's causing all those catastrophes. I think she is sending all these St. Archbishops to do what the heck they want to do. I think they have their own mind and don't really care, but I think in a second perspective here, in a second point of view, I think Pandora is directing everybody in the witch cult. She's directing everybody in the St. Archbishops. And she is a mastermind. She tells anybody what to do when it's in her own benefit. And when she's done with them, she throws them away like trash, has no regards of anything. Talking about catastrophes as well, I should have noted this earlier. That when the soldiers were trying to kill the White Whale, and Theresa Van, the Sword Saint, when she was injured, Pandora appeared and finished her off. So she's in this whole ordeal. In my opinion, since she causes catastrophes in charge of the witch cult, and all this kind of stuff. And she really wants that seal to be open. And also another big point. Remember Hector. Hector, the devil himself, that almost finished off Roswell, and Etna had to kill herself, and Hector was like, what the heck? But anyway, Hector is not even in the history books anymore. He's been wiped off the history of Rezero. Either three ways she wants that seal to be open, and she's going to manipulate anyway, anything or anybody to get what she wants to open that seal. Is it Satella? I think it's Satella. Or is it more witch factors? Or she wants Hector to be free? Remember, since Satella killed all these people, kill all these witches of sin, Pandora and Hector is the only witches of sin that's walking around freely wherever they want to. So this is what really happened. I think that this is my theory that what really happened. I think Pandora obstructed. I think there got to be a council or something. Somebody got to be head of the witches of sin and the witch cult. That somebody got to be the head of something. So I think Satella has been used by Pandora, like, hey, Satella, you should do this because they're not doing a good job or something like that. She manipulated Satella, and when Satella got put away, since Pandora's in charge with Beetlejuice and the witch cult, she handed out these knockoff Etna Book of Wisdom books, just like it's called the Gospel. So she, ripped it off. It's a rip off of Etna's Book of Wisdom. She gave it to them, and they told them like, hey, this is what actually Satella wants you to do. So they gave her books, and I think in that Gospel is whatever Pandora wants them to do. That's what it is. Whatever Pandora wants them to do. And she sends out the Sin Archbishops to do her bidding, and she won't come out and listen to her benefit. And I think she is the mastermind of this whole deal. She's doing backdoor deals and telling people what to do behind Satella's back. And I think that's really important to say this. In my opinion, I think Pandora's in charge of the witch cult does not mean she's in charge of the witches of sin. I think witches of sin and everything is in charge is Satella. I think Pandora is only the one in charge of the witch cult. But she's doing some bad deals, man, under the table. Pandora is going to be a handful. But because who's going to stop her? Who's going to stop Pandora? I don't think no one, except probably Subaru. Somebody's going to pull it off. Or Reinhard. I think Puck. Or they got to have all the guys. Because I think Pandora is going to be a problem for Subaru down the line. But in my opinion, also in this theory, that plays into everything else I said, I think Pandora been manipulating spirits or she manipulates anything, okay? Throughout the whole Rezero, all these catastrophes and all that kind of stuff. I think she's been doing it to Subaru. Whatever freaking happens to Subaru, like the Sin Archbishop, she told them to go do something. Because somehow I think Pandora knows he's here, but don't really know he is here. You know what I'm saying? I think she got a sense that he's here, but don't really know that he is here. He is here, Subaru. So I think Pandora is not the head of the witches of sin. She is the head of the table with the witch cult. I think she's responsible of manipulation. Also, who's going to stop her when she keeps reincarnating herself? She can't die. Amelia tried that. She said, die, 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 die. And Amelia's, Pandora keep coming out alive. So I think she's the one that's responsible for everything that has happened in Rezero. And she's going to try to get whatever she wants in that seal. And somehow she's going to do it, in my opinion. So she's going to get what she wants regardless. If it's releasing Satella or getting the witch factors or somehow even Hector's in there somehow or something like that. Then she's going to be a big handful for a lot of people. She is a true mastermind, in my opinion. She's going to be somebody to deal with down the line for Subaru. But who knows, right? But tell me what you think in the comments below. And also leave a like, a share to your friends. And also subscribe to the channel. But tell me what you think about Pandora. Is she really the true mastermind? And tell me what's going to happen when Pandora actually meets Subaru. And what's actually in that seal in your opinion. But hope everybody has a nice day. See you in the next video.